Hello, everyone. This is Zayami Eccles-Irwin from FilmFestivalCircuit.com and the Assistant Director of the Portland Comedy Film Festival. We are gearing up for our Summer 2023 session, which is going to be on May 21st at the beautiful, historic Clinton Street Theater. And today I'm talking to one of our participating screenwriters, Doug Sellers, who wrote Soap Stars. Hello, Doug. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So let's jump right in. First, can you briefly tell us what Soap Stars is about?
Sure. Soap Stars is about two aging and self-indulging, delusional stars on a very low-rated TV sitcom. It happened to be during a writer's strike, so the writing isn't all that incredible either. And the crew is trying to get out of it any way they can, and every attempt they make is to sabotage the show actually ends up backfiring on them. And it increases the ratings and piques the interest of the network.
I love that. That's fantastic. So tell me, what inspired you to write that story?
Well, after having worked 40 years as an actor and working in film, most of these characters I've really come across in real life.
Totally.
So it's an opportunity to kind of pull people together and write a comedic sketch, if you will.
Absolutely. I'm kind of curious for stories like these that are based off of personal experience. What's the writing process like? Are you inserting lots of real life anecdotes? What's that like?
I do, but I take a lot of liberty also.
Okay.
Obviously these aren't true people, but I do base a lot of them on people I've worked with. And once you start, the creative process takes over when you start writing, and they all start talking for themselves, and
Right.
hopefully I can just capture it fast enough.
Totally. Okay. Excellent. Well, so what did you learn through this process? Seems like you were on the acting side for a long time. Have you done much writing?
No, I became a writer 2 years ago,
Okay.
and I actually had worked with Peter Dunn on Nowhere Man. He was our
Okay.
executive producer, and my wife and I both went to visit him in Colorado, and I was really wanting her to meet him because he's such a fantastic individual and a human being. And he was very inspiring, and he asked me what I was working on because he knew I was dabbling a little bit, and I told him that I had worked on a couple of little sketches and that, but I hadn't completed anything, and so I kind of was giving up a little bit. And he says, "Wow, it's okay to give up on projects. He says, I have a lot of unfinished projects, but you need to keep writing, and eventually one will finish." And it really, for some reason, resonated with us. And on the way home from Colorado, driving home, I had written Soap Stars in my head as a stage play. And when I got home, I put it to paper within about a week and a half. And I entered it into the Austin Film Festival last year, and it's second rounded. And due to that second rounding at the Austin Film Festival as a stage play, I was able to meet with different playwrights that had also become screenwriters.
Okay.
And they encouraged me to write it as a screenplay, as a TV pilot, and to re-enter it back into the Austin Film Festival this year. And I thought, well, if I'm going to do that, I would really like to see what the Portland Comedy Film Festival would do with it, especially since we've attended a few times in support of other friends that are local that have had projects place and also win. And so I was fortunate enough to be chosen with five other, or I guess five of us have been chosen in this category, one being my wife.
I love
So we'll
that.
see
You
how
guys
that plays out.
you sound like good teammates, but also some friendly competition.
Absolutely. Yeah, I
Always
don't know how
fun.
many husband and wives have been entered in one in the same, or up for the same award, but it'll be
Right.
interesting.
I love that. Well, so did you learn anything? You got good advice from Dunn, and what did you learn through your own process of finishing this work?
I think to trust people around you that are there to help you, to give advice, to consider different, options of, how to play things out. Especially from a play to a screenplay, because I'd never written as a screenplay. I'd been a stage actor for many years. I've only dabbled a little bit in TV and film. I worked as a crew member, as location manager. But to trust people around you that are helping you get to your goal.
Okay, absolutely. Getting a little bit of input, stuff like that. It's always important. I'm kind of interested. What's next for you? Are you working on more episodes? Are you working on putting this to film?
Sure, I appreciate the opportunity. I've actually written 6 plays, and I have started writing for another company, and I've written 5 skits for them. And I am working on a feature. And
Nice.
thank you. Soap Stars, I will see what happens between this and Austin to know if I want to, if I need to put up a spec script or if I want to sell it or option it.
Okay.
Of course, that will be dependent on the real writer's strike if it happens or not. That really
Right.
weighs a lot on what's going on in our world. And then I have a couple of other short films that we're going to be filming this either this summer or this fall, depending on our schedules. And then my wife's project, we'll be working on hers in September. So we're really excited about our production company to pick those up and start working on them.
Awesome. There's so much on the plate for you guys. That's so exciting. Is there anything else you'd like to add about Soap Stars?
Well, I just hope people really enjoy it and understand that it's comedy and, doesn't poke fun at any one real individual. But I think
Right.
anyone that's in the industry has worked with somebody like these characters.
Totally. Well, thank you so much, and I'm excited to seeing you both at the Portland Comedy Film Festival, May 21st at the Clint Street Theater. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Thank you so much for having me. Take care.
Have a good one.